The fourth industrial revolution, which accelerates global change, global energy systems, food systems, and supply chains will be deeply affected. It means investing into a greener and therefore more sustainable economy. Climate change can lead to an extinction of large parts of our global population.
How about you eating the bugs?
Insects may be on our menu.
Bugs for dinner?
Eating insects?
In a couple of years, business could well be hopping.
Do the people in charge really want us to eat bugs?
Ancient elites were
conspiracy people. They invent anything you can think of, but no, it's complete nonsense.
The company is called Insect. This is an insect protein just been approved by the EU.
Klaus Schwab said, "We have infiltrated the governments of the Netherlands." And he's
quite open about it.
He's open about it, so no conspiracy theory whatsoever.
Nobody forces people to eat insects.
Voor miljoenen mensen ter wereld voor de dagelijkse voedselvoorziening. Onze overheid heeft zich bekeerd tegen haar eigen bevolking. Tegen toerisme en limited vrijheid.
I'm Nicole Kidman, and I am going to eat a 4-course meal of bugs.
Insects are emerging as a potential food source of the future.
They want you to eat bugs. The message couldn't be clearer.
Eat bugs.
How about you eating the bugs?
The morning shows, the late night shows.
And if you eat them, it increases sexual vigor.
Ooh. It increases sexual vigor.
That's the message from the New York Times, the Washington Post, and every media outlet in between. If you care about the planet, if you want to fight the existential planetary emergency that is global warming, you'll give up your ribeye for a plate of mealworms. It's the least you can do.
I want McDonald's to sell the McCricket.
Everybody loves the idea of eating bugs.
Oh, the crunch.
It makes for great television.
Can you see that?
I need more.
Have you had your daily helping of cockroaches?
But the topic is creating quite a buzz.
Why are they telling you this all of a sudden? Where did this story come from? It's not organic. It didn't emerge naturally from a newsroom. It trickled down, as so many news stories do, from places like the United Nations and the World Economic Forum. It's part of a larger agenda. Nobody eats bugs voluntarily. They're filthy. People need to be persuaded to give up meat, and if necessary, forced.
We know what you're feeling. Repulsion, right?
I can't do it.
The internet understands this. You may have seen the phrase, "I will not eat bugs." It's become a meme online. Many believe that Klaus Schwab of the World Economic Forum is the globe's biggest bug pusher. Replacing beef with crickets appears to be the end stage of the Great Reset, the part where they take control even of the food you eat. That's what they're saying online. But is it true? Are people just being paranoid? Could there really be a plan to make us eat bugs? To find out, we decided to interview the bug man himself, the elderly German insect enthusiast Klaus Schwab. Unfortunately, Schwab could not talk to us. He was busy tending to his herds of praying mantises back on the bug farm. So we spoke instead to a man who looks just like him.
I am Klaus Schwab of the World Economic Forum.
Klaus is, hold on. Okay.
Comedian Dyer. Dyer happened to be in Austin, Texas, gauging the appetite of his fellow Americans to eat the bugs.
Eat the bugs.
We are here to convince the riffraff to stop eating that which is killing Mother Earth and to eat the bug instead. Excuse me, ma'am, pardon me, what will it take to get you to eat the bug?
What is that?
I would like to convince you to change the diet of the American population. You there! You there! Halt! Eat the bug! Would you like to eat a bug?
A bug? No, I'm okay.
But the diet that you eat is destroying the earth.
What do you mean? How do you know what I eat?
Because you are obviously not well fed. We have found some of what the Americans call the gym bros. Gym bro is not known for the high IQ. Would you like to eat a bug?
Well,
They're actually smart, high IQ people eat bugs. You've got it wrong, man.
Precisely. I want to beef you up.
To beef up, you eat bug?
Correct.
That's not true. What are those?
That is the roasted cricket.
Okay, I'll have a roasted cricket.
He's going to do it. Here only in Austin will the man eat the bug to beef up.
Yeah, they're good.
Nice. It's already beginning to work. This man is now it. He has it.
It's the bugs. It's the bugs now.
There you have it. The American is being psyoped, and he doesn't even know it, to accept the World Economic Forum's plans for the eating of the bug.
WEF? You're from the WEF?
I am Klaus Schwab.
Oh, now I get it.
Ambassador
Okay,
for a
now I
new
get the whole
future.
scene. Now I get the bit. All right. No, I hate all that shit. Yeah. They're coming for us. I want a steak. Do you guys have steaks?
Even the guys at the gym have heard of the World Economic Forum and the plan to make us eat the bugs. But what exactly is the agenda here? Professor Michael Rechtenwald has researched the question.
The World Economic Forum is an international NGO based in Geneva, Switzerland. There are numerous articles on their website that are advocating insect eating, but they definitely want a dramatic reduction in meat consumption because they do believe the cattle are, well, they say they believe the cattle are a major source of greenhouse gases.
There's even guys turned out of the university system coming out and saying that they can engineer humanity such that the population can become allergic to meat. Problem solved.
There's this thing called the Lone Star tick, where if it bites you, you'll become allergic to meat. I can sort of describe the mechanism. So that's something that we can do through human engineering. We can kind of possibly address really big world problems.
So the Eat the Bugs conspiracy theory is a real conspiracy.
Insects are becoming a trend. The Western diet has to kind of shift and change.
Our food systems must be fundamentally changed, or there will be some kind of climate catastrophe. That we should replace 50% of our meat with bugs and lab-grown meat, that eating meat would be an occasional, quote, treat, that insects are the future.
And you will be happy and like it.
As the USDA found in a 2020 study, if the kinds of policies that the World Economic Forum, the UN, and the European Commission have in mind are implemented globally, reducing the nitrates in fertilizer and reducing the cattle, this has been estimated to lead to 185 million people facing famine. In places like Sri Lanka, the agricultural yield fell by 30 to 60%, and people were basically driven into hunger.
So, conspiracy query. Is there a group of unelected bureaucratic elites that are involved in a global campaign to minimize meat consumption and convince people not to eat meat and to eat bugs to save the world from climate change? I think we can answer in the affirmative, absolutely.
It turns out there's no single queen bee behind the bug agenda. What you're watching here is the hive mind at work. The idea itself comes from places like the World Economic Forum. Oligarchs like Bill Gates fund the implementation. And you're paying too through your tax dollars. Government agencies like DARPA at the Pentagon send cash to the burgeoning agri-insect industry. That includes grants to people like Dr. Aaron Dossey of All Things Bugs. That's an Oklahoma City-based company on the cutting edge of edible insect R&D. We sent Professor Rechtenwald to find out what's going on in his lab.
Now, this is a mealworm cereal, cricket snacks, and the cricket pastas. And I'm actually working on a cricket-based cereal, a Cheerio-type cereal with cricket powder instead of mealworm powder. I think it's going to be really good. You definitely got to check these guys out. So yeah, we've created a lot of prototype food products. Alternative meat, taco meat was one of the first things I made. Funny story, this was years ago when I first started this and could not tell the difference between it and a Taco Bell taco meat. So
That's scary.
Depends on the cooking and the seasoning. Well, but does it say more about the Taco Bell than it does the insect?
It's hard to say. It could be that Taco Bell is terrible. It could be that the insects are
really good. Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Dr. Dossey's research focuses on genetically bioengineering insects. He recently published the entire genome of the house cricket. That includes applications for improving breeding and nutrition and even vaccines.
Has George Soros offered to fund you guys?
Not yet, but capitalism, right? You take money where you can get it.
You receive funding from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and DARPA. How do we explain that if there's no global elite pushing this agenda?
Like myself, they care about the environment, food security, healthy biodiversity.